Welcome to the back room of the Randomville Bar and Grill, where it gets weird!
Hello everyone, welcome back for another episode of Randomville, North Dakota. From the middle of the Hoople Triangle, the great astrophysical phenomenon finds itself in between three North Dakota cities. Those are Hoople,
Buttsville,
and Cole Harbor.
And Buttsville.
and Buttsville.
Buttsville.
Did we mention Buttsville?
No, I think we forgot. Buttsville.
Son of a Buttsville.
Or alternatively, you took the left turn at Absaraca, the right turn at Colfax, and when you got to the fork in the road, what did you do, Huck?
Borrowed it.
Sure. And then you
That
found
works.
yourself in Randomville, North Dakota.
I
Where
don't
we
like
are.
stealing it.
In a slightly remodeled back room of the Randomville Bar and Grill, where I am standing next to a whiteboard.
Why?
Because it is time, Austin, for our lovely viewers and ourselves to go through Randomville, North Dakota 101.
Hey, it's spelled right.
It is. You might notice the E and the comma are a darker color. I will provide no further explanation.
I will. Dum Dum spelled Randomville wrong when he first wrote it.
Dum Dum created Randomville.
Dum Dum had
In
help.
Dum Dum's defense, the E is silent.
Dum Dum did
So it
have
wouldn't have
fans.
mattered if it was
Wait,
there
it's
or
not Randomville?
No.
I've been saying that wrong the whole time.
Randomville sounds so much funnier.
Randomville with a hillbilly.
Oh boy. Well, this episode of Randomville 101 is brought to you by us because we feel like we have a lot of inside jokes that aren't really inside jokes, unless you didn't listen to most of our audio-only epidodes.
I love
All
inside jokes.
73 of them?
At
I'd love
least.
to be part of one someday.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to start. Dan, what is our first question?
What is Randomville?
Randomville is a television show and a
A
YouTube
what?
show.
It's a lot of things.
Well, it was.
Define television. What is television?
Well, you have to run backwards about 100 years to something called a cathode ray tube, and that's all I'll speak about that. So anyway, television and YouTube. What we used to be is audio only.
Which was fantastic.
Also known as a podcast.
Audio only was the only format where we could keep our lovely listeners safe from Dan's face.
Hi.
I'm sorry in advance.
In advance.
Well,
In advance. Yeah.
They've already...
Fair warning, you're gonna see my face.
Oh, boy.
we're off to a great start. Sorry. I'm not used
Warning
to
in
this
advance.
I'm not used to this whole TV.
He's Dum Dum.
I thought he was Dum Dum.
I thought so too. And yet here you are, disproving that.
Alright.
So
We
anyway.
also can't get anything done in an effective amount of time.
That's true.
That's very true, yeah.
Words are
So
hard.
we are a television and a YouTube show. If you're watching us on YouTube, we're a YouTube show. If you're watching us on television, we're a television show. If you are listening to this without watching it, you're not paying attention to the screen.
Probably actually really can't fault you for that.
No, we can't.
If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button.
Only
now.
about a quarter of us are pretty, so.
And that's talking about Huck. So, what is Randomville? That's about it. Television, YouTube.
Is that
What?
That is what?
No, that's not just what.
Oh.
What else is what?
Well,
What else is what?
What do we do?
Randomville is a fictional town in North Dakota. Well, it might be fictional. We might be there right now. We might not.
Wow, way to crack that fourth wall.
Dan, the fourth wall was cracked the moment we spoke to the cameras.
Well, I mean, yeah, but for all they knew, Randomville might be a real place.
It is.
Let's not insult our viewers' intelligence.
Hold up.
If they're watching this, there's no intelligence to.
That is not an official
That's
statement
not.
on behalf of
No.
Randomville, North Dakota.
We do not claim what Dan says.
Part of this goes into...
Also didn't work out so well because I kind of stumbled over the sentence.
Yep.
It's fine.
Part of this goes into where is Randomville. So
What?
we are going to tell you where Randomville is.
Are you
and
gonna
for
drive
that,
the triangle?
I need everyone's help. Dan, Gracie, and Austin.
Yep.
I need you guys on the whiteboards provided
Uh-oh.
to sketch out North Dakota,
Uh-oh.
along with the locations of Hoople, Buttsville, and Cole Harbor,
No.
and draw the Hoople
Okay.
Triangle.
Okay, I got this.
I will be giving gold stars, and by gold stars, I mean I'm just going to put your names up here on the board.
Oh wait, that goes out.
Throughout class, you will have the opportunity.
I thought we weren't getting scored on this.
You're not getting scored. You're just getting credits and demerits. I don't know. I feel like they do that places. I don't have a teaching degree. I went to school for communications.
Oh shoot!
And now you're communicating with people. You nailed it.
Yay!
Oh shoot! Is it above or below?
I know I'm already wrong.
All right.
It's about there.
In five,
I was doing the wrong town
4,
too.
3, 2, 1. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Oh boy, he wrote out the road map. What is
Hold up! That's why. Hold up! That's
Show your board.
Also,
Show your board,
Astraxa
thumbs
is
up.
not part of the
Hoople
Triangle.
triangle.
You dummy.
I almost did that, but then I remembered that it's...
Dan, I need you to label them.
Oh crap.
shoot. What does make up the Hoople triangle? No wonder I
No
can't.
cheating!
That's why I can't make it out of here.
Huck, you have 5 seconds.
Okay, fine. I'm just gonna
3,
go like this.
I think my Hoople
2.
triangle's too big.
You need to label your cities.
I should get an extra credit point for being the first one to do it completely correctly.
Are you sure you're
like
correct?
the format correctly? I got the format correctly.
Okay, fine.
All
Does
right.
matter.
So we have Hoople, Buttsville, Cole Harbor, Hoople, Buttsville, Cole Harbor, and I see HB and CH. So
HB? Like Hugh Burns?
No, like
No, we're
we're
not.
not
Hoople,
we're not there yet. We're not there
Hoople,
yet.
Buttsville, Cole
So,
Harbor.
Let me.
I know for a
provide
fact
the
Cole
answer
Harbor's
on the
right
board.
about here.
So we
Yeah, I
have.
know. No.
Oh wait, no,
North
it's actually
Dakota.
farther east.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is
So
because
here's
it's
North
off of
Dakota.
I-29.
You are about to
Or am I
feel
thinking Colfax?
really stupid.
I have Colfax
That
because
is
Colfax
Colfax.
is right here.
Yes, it is.
Right
So
up there.
Yeah.
here, let me provide something for you. Now, you all get credit
But-
for drawing North Dakota correctly.
Okay, we weren't going off of that. We weren't doing Cole.
However, the closest of the three of you is Austin.
yeah, hi.
Really?
I hate my life.
See,
Because
right there.
Oh, boy.
You see it.
here is Hoople.
Oh.
Hoople is further north.
I had
of
Hoople on the
I
right
was
on the
gonna
east,
say,
but
I had
No.
Hoople right-ish.
Here is Cole Harbor.
Yep.
oh, I was too far
It's on
west.
18. Yeah.
And here is Buttsville.
Yeah.
And that is
Okay.
the
So I
Hoople
had it set
triangle.
up.
And somewhere inside of this lovely Hoople triangle
so-
is Randomville, North Dakota.
Hoople is further. Is Hoople further north than Grand Forks?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah,
trying to
because
figure out.
Pemena's like right here.
Correct.
Okay.
Grand Forks is about here.
Yep.
Fargo's about here.
Yep.
And Buttsville is south of
And
1804.
Buttsville's right here.
You mean Buttsville is south of 94.
94.
Yes.
That's what I meant.
Because 94. Because if
Okay.
Fargo's right here,
Yep.
So,
kinda
so to
curve
redo
down.
the map then.
Bismarck's
that's-
about
Bismarck's
here.
about here.
Minot's about here.
That's
Yeah.
why I drove. That's why I drove in the
Dickinson.
interstates and highways.
Way up here would be like
Dickinson's
Bowbells,
here.
Dickinson,
Watford
Watford,
Wat-
Williston.
Williston.
No, Watford's
Why?
Watford's like here.
no.
Williston's
No,
up
that's
here.
Minot.
Sorry, that
And
is
then you
a
gotta
no.
put
Yeah, why not?
Bowbells.
Why
It's not
not?
why
Why not? Why not? I was quoting a film starring a friend of Randomville, Dan Belinsky, in which Williston. Why?
Which was the
Funniest line
not
of the film.
not meant to be necessarily like very comedic, but everyone at the Bismarck premiere
What movie
cracked
was that?
up
Can we
hard
promote
over
that
that.
movie? Do we have permission to promote that movie?
I can
Why
ask.
would he be mad about
Why
us
would he be
promoting
mad
his
for
movie?
promoting his movie? What you don't know, lovely viewers, is the poster for that movie is here in the back room of the Randomville Bar and
It's
Grill.
a great movie.
Speaking of which, inside of Randomville, North Dakota, there are a couple places you need to know about. First and foremost is the Randomville Bar and Grill. After the Randomville Bar and Grill is Randomville State University. Home of the Fightin' Onions.
Right there.
Hold that for me.
It's on my
Right
arm.
there on Austin's shoulder.
It's not on the replica jersey.
It's not on that one because we couldn't get it on that one. So, home of the Randomville State University Fightin'
fair,
Onions,
actually.
of which Dan Revere is the athletic director.
Why?
We'll get there in a minute. We'll get there in a minute.
I like
Also,
sports.
inside of Randomville, North Dakota, is a very particular vehicle. You see, I will draw it now.
Shorter than that.
Naturally, he has the short bus.
We've discussed
What
that.
kind of windshield is that?
That's not a windshield.
That's not a windshield, that's a window.
Oh, I.
Got to put the brake pads and the brakes
And the
and
axle.
the block. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Austin Huck lives in a converted school bus. Well, converted because he gave the wheels away to someone who stole them.
I don't live there most of the time. That I need to make.
He lives in the Randomville Bar and Grill.
Mostly the bar.
Less the grill.
The grill's
You got a little
hot.
too hot sleeping on there. Dang it.
Elsewhere in Randomville, North Dakota, there's not really anything else.
We did have the old studio.
The old Randomville Bar and Grill.
Yep.
However, that was tragically torn down.
It was?
Yeah, Jerky the cow got crazy one day after Austin didn't pay his bar tab for the 500th time.
The 500th.
Yep.
We'll get into that more later.
We will. We will. So, that is the where of Randomville, North Dakota. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, what are you doing? Ugly?
And now you know why I'm alone. Because I'm
Fantastic. All right.
Can they read the board? Did we check
Oh,
that?
sure.
I believe they can, yes.
Okay, good.
If not, ask in the comments if you're on YouTube.
Yes, if you're on YouTube, ask in the comments. If you're watching on television, just get really close to the TV. Kids, it's very healthy.
Send mail.
All right, so.
Definitely won't turn your brain to mush.
Oh, by the way, Austin does get 1 star.
Yay!
Because he was the closest for his drawing of Randomville and the Hoople Triangle.
There
The
it
world
is.
was a darker place.
And now it's time for Who is Randomville? First is, as you can see in the credits at the end of the episodes, the Random Four, which is me, Dan,
Hi.
Gracie, and Austin.
What's up?
We previously had a different member of the Random Four. His name, Jacob Noterman.
Why?
He's still alive.
He's still alive. He's not dead. He just...
He is to us.
No, that's
No,
not
he's
true.
not.
Then why did we retire his number?
We'll get to
That
that
doesn't mean
later.
he's
We'll
dead.
get to that later.
It doesn't?
Jacob Noterman is one of 2 men to have their number retired by Randomville, North Dakota. His number being the number...
I
20.
thought you were drawing his number, and I was like, what number is this going to be?
Jacob Noterman, number 20. He did have to leave Randomville, unfortunately, and Gracie did fill the Noter hole. There is another retired number in North Dakota. I mean, in Randomville, North Dakota.
What did you just say?
I said
In
there's
North-
another retired number in North
I
Dakota.
got a feeling like there's a few.
Very true. Very true. There are a couple more.
Only in Randomville, though. There's 2. For now.
And this one is the number 56.
Wow,
You
had
You
a
had
look at
that
that?
You had
check?
to look.
Wow.
Also, what is that 5?
It's fancy.
Why does he get his name spelled out?
I don't know. Noterman's too long.
How come one of the founding members of this show got JN? And
Noterman is too long to spell.
It is.
well,
And
admittedly,
also,
admittedly
Jacob
you is
Noterman's
unbelievable.
name isn't even on his jersey that was retired. It's on his poster that was retired.
Oh.
It says, Jacob Noterman, buy my mug.
Buy his
Because-
mug.
Buy his mug. It's in the Randomville store,
Yeah, 'cause he created that onion love
www.randomvilleND.com.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, he's responsible for Onion
Don't make
Love.
promises that you're not going to keep.
Yeah, so those are the 2 retired numbers. Jacob Noterman, because, I mean, he was one of the guys who made Randomville what it is. And Hugh Burns, because he paid for an open bar at a wedding in North Dakota attended mostly by people in their
Randomville alum?
early to mid-20s.
Also
From the
known as
Midwest.
alcoholics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes, Austin?
Professor Spooner. I
Yes.
don't like that.
That's
Mr.
on-
Spoon?
Just ask your question.
What are we at in the
Who is Randy?
yeah, so
okay.
we're like, so maybe we should go over like how we all came to be here.
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
and now that
great
we've
question.
explained Jacob, we can really fully explain everything. So,
By the way,
very-
Hugh Burns is my dad. I don't know if we talked about that.
No.
That is. Hugh Burns also designed a piece of apparel available in the Randomville store for adults and for children. It is this lovely shirt which features Jerky the cow.
We will get to it
We
in a
will
second.
explain in a moment. We
You
will.
should buy it.
You
You
should.
should. So, first off, we
Please.
have, let's just go through ourselves. Me. I'm Anthony. I am the producer. I spent way too much money on this as a hobby, and I'm in too deep now. Let's be perfectly honest here.
Please tell me across the screen right now it says send help.
I think I might put that in there.
For the cost of a cup of coffee a day, you can help Anthony Spooner with his Randomville debt.
I'm going to be
Is this
perfectly
what's
honest.
the-
We have made zero
What's
money.
her name?
If I said out loud how much money I have
Yeah.
put towards Randomville,
Yeah.
I would make a lot of people very sad with my life decisions.
Sarah McLaughlin, if you're listening, this would be a great time for one of your wonderful commercials.
If in the
about
arms of an
puppies.
angel, if we could get that license free and just play it right now,
That'd be really awesome.
please. Because yeah, I've spent all the money except a little bit here and there. I've done
money?
almost all the work.
Yeah, his.
The back room of the Randomville Bar and Grill, which is also my home.
Wow.
I live in a bar and grill. Unlike Huck, who just squats
Sleeps in
here, I actually live here. I put together all these foam tiles, and I
helped.
I bought this
I helped
whiteboard.
hang them.
Dan helped hang them. Yes.
So did I.
Gracie did as well.
I was
Austin
just
didn't
here.
do a darn thing.
Yeah, that's why I have the mug.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah. And I edit
we
the
talk
show
about
and
the
everything.
we talk about the three guys who founded this show, but let's be honest, this was birthed out of Spooner being willing to do the work for it. Actually,
Well,
Yeah.
Yes,
on
it
top
was.
of that, though, I do want to throw Noterman and myself into this as we worked for a baseball company team, and we decided that we just need to record our conversations.
Yes.
can I be
Dan-
honest? This has always bothered me.
Dan was a part of that.
I was part of
discussion.
that conversation.
I know.
It
And
just
I got
took
cut
us
out.
a while to get you into it.
I got cut out. I was part of the
You didn't get cut out.
Well,
I
you're
was-
here now.
I was part of the original conversation that came up with this idea up
That's
in the
true.
press box one random day.
Hence Randomville.
And then all of a sudden,
Well, that's part of the idea.
they text us, hey, we released our first episode of Randomville. And I'm like, wait,
What's Randomville?
I never knew we were starting this thing.
Yep. But anyway, that very first episode was myself as basically the ringleader. We had Jacob Noterman, who was our...
The first episode.
The
first
published
episode we
episode.
recorded.
Okay, fine.
Let me talk. This episode's actually gone a lot longer so far than we thought it would, so
Hey, man.
we're going to
Like-
speed this thing along
Alright,
here for the
fine.
rest of it. That first episode we ever recorded was the second episode we released, which was Philly Cheesesteaks with Gracie, then Burns, now Eucas. But it was myself as the ringleader, Jacob Noterman, number 20 right there. He was our interviewer, really. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a reporter.
He was a journalist.
Yeah, a journalist. He
He
asked
is.
the good questions, the right questions. We had Austin, who, let's be honest, he plays up the village idiot, but he's really one of the smartest guys here.
I might cry.
There's
the
only
nicest
three of us,
I
so...
would say there's only three of us, so top three's not exactly a
Me and
compliment.
Austin alternate wearing the dunce cap.
All I'm going to say is that's the nicest thing that's ever been said about me on this podcast.
That
Or this
is
show.
factual, I
That
think.
might be.
Actually, yeah.
I kind of feel bad about that.
I don't.
It's fine. We've been around for 3
the first
years.
guest who ever recorded with us was Gracie, when Jacob discovered Onion Love.
Thanks to me, it's Onion
And
Love
then
mine.
We
Dan.
are running out of time,
Dan.
so we're going to have to move past that.
And then there's Dan.
We'll talk about that
Dan,
another
who
time.
started out as just a guest a couple times, talking sports as the athletic director of Randallville State University, eventually found himself in a full-time role here when we realized, oh my goodness, this dude's a lot funnier than any of us could have guessed. Please stop swearing.
One of those things did happen. I kept being funny.
The cameras really make him swear less.
They do. Well, it's... So the swearing thing has always been interesting, too, because I started off pretty good, but somebody made a joke about it and laughed about my swearing. And when I figured out somebody thought that was funny, I went for it, and I'm just now realizing what the joke is happening, and it's at my expense, and it's another inside joke, and we'll cover it later.
Thanks.
Didn't
Moving
Dan say
on.
earlier he wished he was a part of an inside joke?
You got
Yeah, I didn't mean the butt of it.
Welcome to my
No,
world.
if you folks really want to know what my life was like, Randomville hit a point where it was so difficult to edit audio episodes because of Dan. Because of the amount of cursing that happened, I almost gave up entirely.
He almost kicked me off the show.
Yeah.
We
all
did
did.
have a heart-to-heart.
He did. We did, actually.
So
you guys
who
might not
else
know that
is in
actually
Randomville?
happened.
Who else is in Randomville, North Dakota? There is Jerky the Cow. Jerky the Cow has never appeared on audio, never appeared on camera, but Jerky the Cow
She
is...
did come up one time in audio.
Okay, maybe
At
once in
least.
audio. Has never appeared on camera. We think she might be invisible to cameras. But she is the bartender of
Holy
the
crap,
Randomville
is
Bar and
Jerky
Grill.
a vampire cow?
She
Sure.
might be.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'll tell you later.
Well, explains why she never goes outside.
Amongst
Jerky.
other people that we can name off the top of our heads, of course, Hugh Burns, who has appeared a number of times. He is, of course, not our legal counsel.
But he's our legal counsel.
Kind of our legal counsel.
He's kind of our legal counsel. Other guests we might have had in the past, we have Andrew Meyer, who told us about the Edmund Fitzgerald way back in
Greatest
episode
episode.
4.
Mainly the rest.
The first morning recording session we ever did.
And last.
It
No.
was...
Oh,
no,
no, that's true.
The
No,
brunch
that's
Most
episode.
the true.
But Andrew
done
Meyer,
several morning
great friend of the show.
episodes.
Gabe Bainey, professor of literature at Randomville State University, and our resident Tolkien expert. Who else do we have?
And Narnia.
And Narnia. The
Steven,
brothers Jacob, Stephen, last name redacted, and his brother Patrick Jacob.
Jinx,
Yes.
owe me a Coke?
I do. You owe me
JT?
2 6-packs of beer.
I do.
JT Solling, he is our history professor at Randomville State University. A couple fun episodes with him about weird history. Let me
Wernig.
think. Matt Wernig, of course, twice. Once
of
about
50 Dates, 50 States fame.
yeah, one episode just about 50 days,
TikTok
50
Bachelor.
states.
One of the most famous whores in the land. Is that a swear?
That's a little far.
That might be a swear.
This is on public television.
God dang it.
Anywho,
Can I
Now
just
on.
say,
Bleep.
it's now not Gracie ruined it, but Dan ruined it. Just saying. Thank you.
moving on. Luke Huber, who's
Luke
talked about
Huber,
Huber's
woodworking.
been on here.
Liquors.
We had Joe Angstman on about video
Video game.
games.
Did that ever get
Kelly?
published?
Yes, that one did.
Oh,
Kelly
Kelly.
Timmerman. Yes,
Kelly.
that's from one of our favorite episodes ever.
Genuinely, probably one of the funniest episodes. that
Oh
I'm
my
on.
goodness, yeah. Lynch mobs and crowd surfing sheriffs. In fact, I'd like to think it was our episode there that inspired a major motion picture which is being made about that true story.
Major is a stretch.
It was made already.
Oh, it's
I
done
was gonna say
already?
it's
Yeah.
been released.
Did you not
End of
watch
the-
it?
Oh, that's right. It's out already, folks. Yeah.
And we've all seen it.
Do you still have that I'm a stupid sign somewhere?
No.
Nope, I gave it to you.
Okay. Oh well. Who else have we had
Well,
on
I mean,
in the past? Where
There's
we-
not so much those that we've had on the show.
Pat
that we
Engelhart?
probably
Pat Engelhart, the
Yeah.
Taco Del Mar episode, Jack Baser.
Basil Sheep.
Baser Sheet Metal. How do we forget about Baser Sheet Metal?
And
Ladies
Because
and
we don't
gentlemen,
actually
I tell
technically
you
have
what.
sponsors.
I tell you what, folks. Have you ever driven a
Just shot
forklift
you.
through a garage door? If so, if you need legal representation, don't call Hugh Burns. He doesn't handle that kind of stuff. But if you need your garage door fixed, call Baser Sheet Metal with the promo code RandomVilleND in the Hoople Triangle of North Dakota, all one word, all caps. You can get at least 0% off your garage door purchase from Baser Sheet Metal.
They also don't sell garage doors.
No, they don't.
Or make them.
But we do also have other, I don't want to say mythical creatures because they are real creatures.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there's Oliver the mayor.
Oliver the mayor. Oliver the Jack Russell Terrier the mayor.
Yep.
Cooper the Loodle is the president of Randomville State University.
And my boss.
Dan's boss is a dog.
He's
Also,
kind of a-
mine. I'm the. You forgot to mention I'm the biology professor.
Oh, yeah. Gracie is the biology professor at Randomville State University.
I'd like to make the note that Cooper is kind of rough on Dan sometimes, though.
Have you seen Dan?
That's true.
Okay. All right.
What the heck does that mean?
Moving
on.
Moving on.
So, what's our next category?
Our next
One from
category,
that, I'm
if I check my cheat sheet,
concerned.
why is Randomville? We've kind of touched on this a little bit already.
'Cause we're bored.
We got bored.
Because we're bored and hilarious. That's why. Let's be honest.
Well, one of those two things is true.
We think we're
At
hilarious.
the end of the episode, you'll see the full logo of Randomville, North Dakota. You know, it's the one that kind of looks like a diner or like a Hampton Inn logo.
Yeah.
It's our kind of
Yeah,
that with
something. Yeah, random.
It also looks like hexane.
A what?
Hexane.
What's that mean?
that.
There's
It's a molecule.
North Dakota.
it's a molecule?
But up here at the top is an important thing. It says established 2020.
You didn't put the top on the E.
Now, if you
Oh, no,
remember 2020, you know that maybe you went stir crazy. We know we sure did, and that's why we decided to record ourselves being weird.
Yeah, pretty
Sounds
much.
about right.
Yeah, we were, like you say, 4 of us were working together for a baseball team, and
Working almost every day together.
yeah, masked
Except
up,
me, I just live down the hall.
masked up in a press booth, just kind of.
You're in another state, weren't you?
Not that far.
No, you weren't.
2021.
You're right. Yeah,
That's
you're
right.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah,
Yeah.
I've been here longer than you. Anyway.
Anyway,
that's
Woof.
only technically true because
we
you
were
take out
bored.
the time where you moved to Illinois. It's about even.
We'll calculate.
Well, no, but
Plus,
I
if you
came
take-
back.
all right,
But I
plus
came back and
last.
recorded.
Okay,
As a guest.
okay,
Plus,
okay.
I started. Plus, I moved
Yes,
here
Austin?
a year
Yes,
sooner than you.
sorry,
for college.
Yes.
Professor Spooner.
Also,
What
we
is
all know
last?
each other from college. There's also that
That's not
aspect.
true.
Yeah, we
Well,
all know
that's
each other,
kinda true.
except
I didn't go
Noterman.
to college.
Yeah, but
we
you
we
showed
all
up a
we
lot.
met
We were
Noterman.
there.
We met Noterman through our friend JT, because they were coworkers, not roommates.
We met Austin because bars.
Yes, Austin.
Well, that's a whole nother story for another day. What other topics do we have for this?
We're already on the next one.
What's
Pay
yours?
attention.
How?
Why?
No, how?
Why?
How is
Why don't-
Randomville?
How was Random?
We didn't
We're
talk
doing
about
very
that
good.
yet.
Thanks for asking.
Thank you.
You know, people
did
don't
we-
usually ask us how we're doing.
Did we finish why?
No.
What's
We're
why?
still on why.
The why was because we were bored and wanted
Right.
to record
Oh.
ourselves.
Oh.
Yeah.
so
Why
we
are we a
finished
television show now?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a good
Because
question.
The North Dakota people are really nice.
They are. So basically,
They know talent.
let me just say that
all right, cool.
me
Yeah.
as
And
the
then-
editor,
And that's
then
how
they
we
got
got a
us.
show.
And then, but then
They know
got
talent,
us.
but they couldn't find any, so they settled for us.
they well, let me backtrack a bit. So it would take us about 2 to 2.5 hours to record a normal episode of Randomville, not
Very close to
Noterman's Goodbye, which
No.
took 4 hours to record.
Really?
Well,
We were here
some
until
of us
2
were
a.m.
crying for hours during that recording.
It was a 2.5 hour episode.
And I apologize again.
We retired Jacob Noterman's number 15 minutes after he ripped on the concept of retiring Jersey
That
Whispers.
was one of the greatest.
Thank you, Jacob. For
That was one of the
moment.
greatest moments because we're sitting there knowing we're about to do this, looking at each other like, do we still do it?
We had it rigged up. He saw there was string, there was like a banner that was going to unfurl. He saw everything and still was like, man, retiring numbers is stupid. Who does this? And then he sent us a picture later on that night when he got home. He was like, maybe it's not that bad. Which I have saved on my phone.
We may or may not have cried.
I did not.
We did. We had Dick Bremer give him a goodbye message thanks to Cameo.
Hey, Jacob. It's Dick Bramer with the Minnesota Twins, and I'm in South Dakota pheasant hunting, and the guys wanted me to wish you the very best of luck. You're leaving North Dakota and heading for Georgia. Now, I really hope it's not a case of you being a front runner, and since the Braves won the World Series, you're leaving Twins territory to become a Braves fan. At any rate, I hope you'll take your Twins allegiance down to Georgia with you. I wish you the very best of luck, and as our paths cross down the road, stop by and see me at maybe Target Field sometime if you come back home to Twins territory. I'll be right behind home plate. Best of luck, and I hope you don't miss the Minnesota and North Dakota winters too much.
And a random NASCAR driver.
Who was definitely stoned.
Quite possibly.
Nothing wrong with North Dakota. I'm just saying it's cold up here. I'm in Iowa right now. So, they wanted me to tease you about finding greener bananas because you're colorblind. But joke's on them because it's going to be freaking cold in North Dakota in the next 4, 5, 6 weeks, if it's not already. and you're gonna be in Georgia, where it's nice and warm.
Anyway,
So I'm the only one that's getting a star for this class.
yes, you are. But let me finish this up. So basically, it took like way too much time to do and edit an episode of Randomville, and so we thought, let's go with video episodes because we can get away, pardon me, with doing those a little less often. And we tried using our own camera equipment, and let me just say that the budget of the Randomville Bar and Grill doesn't exist for camera equipment. So we recorded 4 episodes that will never see the light of day because various cameras didn't work. That includes a full Jeopardy episode we recorded.
Oh, that was a good episode.
It was an amazing
lost.
episode. Yes, we know that. We
You
lost
didn't miss
a
out
full
much.
episode featuring Stephen, last name redacted, and his full brother, Patrick Jacob, where they discussed various things, including nuking hurricanes and
I missed out on that episode.
I definitely
men's
missed out on that
6-in-1
one.
body
Yeah, I
wash,
missed it.
shampoo, conditioner, motor oil, degreaser, and
Oh, I definitely missed this
I missed
one.
that one.
Yeah.
that's because it was just me and them.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, one of the cameras didn't work, and so it was just a camera of Steven, last name redacted.
Who of the 3 is wanted to be on camera the lead?
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
So let's just say technical issues happened, and this is the why are we on TV? Because we reached out to our good friends at Dakota Media Access, and they said, you know what, Randomville? We might not know talent. No, actually, they do. They do know talent really well. But we'll settle for you.
Hey!
And they said, you can borrow our cameras
Guys,
as long as we can put you on TV.
So
And
basically, we got the deal of the century.
we really did.
Yeah.
Welcome to the start of our Wayne's World arc, ladies and gentlemen. I don't
I'm
have...
glad I'm not the only one that's been thinking that this
Oh
whole
my
time,
goodness,
by the
yeah,
way.
of course.
As soon as you said it, I actually was like, oh my gosh, we're the Pat McAfee show of North Dakota.
Yes, we are.
In reality, we're the Wayne's World of North
Yep.
Dakota.
Yep.
In the back room of the Randoville Bar and Grill, in a place no one can find unless they, hack us and everything. Yeah, here we are.
Can they do that?
Oh, probably. I don't know.
Please don't. Whatever you do not do that.
We have no assets for you to take.
We don't. How about this? Let's wrap it up. What are our favorite things we've ever done in Randomville as far as audio or video episodes? Whoa!
Drink, mostly.
Well, let me just say, we haven't even mentioned our on-the-road episodes where we've appeared at various weddings and recorded insane episodes, if I may say so. Like our 2-part episode at the Baser wedding.
Minnesota.
Good Lord.
That was...
That was pretty great.
That was
a lot of alcohol.
a lot of alcohol.
Which happened, so all of those recording sessions happened, and then later that night, Austin Huck's now wife permanently endeared herself to Dan Revere by absolutely shattering his trust at a board game.
I got her
was
back.
fantastic.
I got her back.
That's fine, but she did it twice that night.
She did.
She lied
I
to
also
you
was
twice.
part of that. She and I kind of teamed up, just,
Yeah, I know,
remembers
but
me.
Dan was convinced she was on his side, and then the hammer fell, and Dan
Swore on
looked
my
like...
mother's grave.
It was bad.
It was
So
not good.
moving
My
on.
mom's still alive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What are some of our favorite moments?
yeah.
I mean, I choked Austin with a flashlight.
Well, that was on video.
Please.
Still,
we
it's
are
one of my
never
favorites.
we are never gonna do that again. Please.
Hey, Dan, if you're reading...
No. Nope.
Actually, no, it's behind Austin, I think.
Nope. I'm good.
No, not with...
Um.
That's mine. Oh, yeah, by the way, all the decorations you see behind those 3, basically all of it's mine.
Yeah.
Okay. So favorite episodes that have been recorded.
I mean, the fantasy lineups, the fantasy sports
Oh,
lineups
gosh,
are always my
fantasy-
favorite.
This whiteboard
Taking-
is going to be making an appearance in future video episodes because fantasy lineups are going to happen again.
Yeah.
Can Simba play baseball without opposable thumbs?
I still want to.
I think so.
No!
I will argue it. I think
Thank you, Gracie.
We have argued it, and we've come
up.
to the conclusion that he can't. Nobody
Did
outside
you-
of this room that we've asked has said he could
Dan
play
is a
baseball.
designated runner.
It doesn't.
Dan, did
look at
you
what's the
ever
roster
watch-
spot. 25-man roster? You're not gonna 26-man roster in the major league. Now, you're not going to waste that on a designated runner.
The
Dan.
Oakland A's in the
Okay.
1980s.
Anyway, this is a conversation
Dan,
for
did you
another
ever
episode.
watch
You're talking about
Air
Ricky
Bud?
Henderson?
No.
Another
Oh, I was
conversation
like,
for
fine.
another day.
Greatest hitters of all time.
Favorite episode for me is gotta be. It's gotta be the Crazy Foods.
That's my favorite one to watch, listen to. I was not part of that one, but it.
Crazy
Great.
Foods.
And by the way,
One.
if there's a company out there that wants to bankroll that, what did we say it would cost about $300,000 to pull this off? Boiled camel.
No, it was like 500.
It was like 50. It
No,
was
no,
like
it was like-
50. It was like 30 or 50,000.
Let's
No.
say
Right,
300.
but I thought it was like 500 a piece.
Yeah, it was
We needed 95 people. or
95 people to pay like
something.
50. Wasn't it 50 or
It was
300? or
90
something?
bucks a piece.
90 bucks a piece?
No,
Okay, however that math
whatever.
works out.
We'll
If someone
figure
wants
it
to
out later.
bankroll that, we'll make that boiled camel viral recipe.
Boy, the end
Yeah.
of this episode is really getting hard to follow.
It is.
I have to say my favorite. Whose Line? Whose Line is it anyway? Games.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Dan, your favorite?
I just told you the
I know,
fantasy
I know.
lineup thing.
Speaking of Who's Line games,
Uh-oh.
that's how we'll end this episode.
Oh no! Oh god! Are we
Alright.
gonna do it? Do we do this like coming up in front of the main camera?
It's not focused right, so you might have to just do it in your spot.
Scenes from a hat.
Austin, I have a question for you. What is Jerky biased about?
Is this for anybody or just Austin?
At this point, anyone.
Her hatred of Austin.
All right. Next one up. Rejected names for the Randomville Bar and Grill.
Huck's Roadkill Snack Shack.
Hey, that would have went
Dan's on a
great.
roll. The best North Dakota pickup line.
What you got under that parka?
I'll yank your snowblower. Fun fact, it's a push start.
No flooding with this primer.
I pulled it out, so I gotta say it. My daughter's first words.
Randomville.
Aw.
Dumb!
Dan's biased.
Dan's favorite word.
No.
No.
Can't say it.
Noterman created onion love.
Unlikely destinations for Randomville on the road.
Savannah, Georgia.
Anywhere that costs money to get to.
That.
If we can make it out of the Hoople Triangle.
Ugh.
All right. Bad campaign slogans for Austin Huck's run for governor.
A
Vote
vote,
for Austin.
a vote for me is a vote for me.
I don't even know
I'm
what.
still sitting on it. Is a beer for you? Is a beer for me?
Oh no, that's for a different category. This is for a different game, I think. I've grabbed the wrong cup.
Oh no!
How dare
Oh no, Dan. This
What?
one's for you.
Oh god.
This is going to be. You need to give me. Using action movie heroes.
Uh-oh.
Not
Nope.
Holy crap, we haven't played Would You Rather in a long time.
Would you rather?
Dan, you need to give me a 5-man basketball roster using action movie heroes.
Terminator at the center. Rambo at the point guard. Walker, Texas Ranger is the small forward. Ethan Hunt from the Mission Impossible movies is the shooting guard. And with that, Superman's the power forward.
All right. Austin, I need 2 reasons why Gracie makes Abram sleep on the couch.
Wow, we just name dropped on that one. Cool.
Abram is Gracie's husband.
Why Gracie's sleeping on the couch? Or
No, why does
Abram?
she make him sleep on
Oh,
the
he
couch?
doesn't listen to the show. He doesn't watch the show.
That's
Hands
technically
up
2
if your
reasons.
spouse doesn't pay attention to your labor of love. Hands up if your spouse actively avoids your labor of love.
Put my hand up.
Hands up if your spouse is very loud and clear about the fact that she does ignore your labor of love. I love you still.
She's not gonna.
Okay,
But
cool.
she's not going to see it.
I know.
Dan did bring up a point. Would you rather?
Shut up.
Can we do it?
No.
Why not?
Do you have one?
No.
That's why.
Oh, wait. I do.
It's going to be a bad one.
It's gonna be a bad
Would
one.
you
It's always a bad one.
rather...
You said you had one.
Yeah, no. Would you rather get out of the Hoople Triangle via the bus again or the wardrobe? The fork at the road?
The what? The where?
The wardrobe or the fork in the road? What?
See, this was, we knew it. This was going to be a bad one. So
Okay,
fork
Dan,
in your game.
give me some unlikely Dots flavors.
If you have listened to the show, you understand that the fork in the road
Jerky's
is
meat.
the wardrobe. I'm done. That's it. I quit.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here in Randomville, North Dakota for this wonderful Randomville 101 episode.
I
Of
broke
my
Dan.
Dan, you cussed!
Not my fault.
On behalf of Dan Revere, on behalf of Gracie Yukis, on behalf of Austin Huck, I am Anthony Spooner. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh boy, no, I'm out of frame.
No, I'm done.
I'm out of frame.
Oh!
Oh boy, I do not.
Bye, everybody.
Oh boy. Bye.
Bye now.
It doesn't get any better than that.